Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a while. How long has it been? I don't know. It's been a bit. It says 2 months ago, my last video. 105 of you have watched it. This was a good video. They had the lights on the Kia. That's a fun video. Watch it. And they got a whole bunch of other stuff that you guys don't watch either. I put a lot of work in this stuff. You should watch it. So, it's been 2 months since I posted a video. I've been starting to get pretty busy with a project at work, so haven't really been able to make any content, nor have I really had anything to do on the Jeep to make any content. It seems like the only stuff that you guys like to watch on my channel is Jeep related stuff, which is fine. I'm just running out of stuff to make videos for. Let me know what you guys want to know. If you have any ideas on some content, maybe some stuff, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. You know, let me know some things that you might want to see, and I'll give it a shot. I'll see what I can do. Today, we are going to be fixing my taillight. Man, a lot of time has gone by, actually, come to think of it. I've cut my hair. It's not long anymore. It goes back to... It was July 2020, and I cut it back in April earlier this year. So that was almost 2 calendar years at which I hadn't had a haircut. It was my COVID hair. You know, I just wanted to see what it would be like to have long hair, and it got to a point where it just wasn't for me. Anytime I'm working on pollen, yeah, the pollen's really bad right now. The pollen is just horrific right now. I haven't driven my Jeep in a while, only because, well, gas is really expensive. I work from home. I have access to a second vehicle, and the outline of the light, it lights up from little LEDs. And right now, this is a completely exposed circuit board. I just didn't want to get this wet, so I haven't given it a wash. And the pollen has been super bad right now. I live up in New Hampshire, which is in the United States for those around the world. New Hampshire, United States, so it's the northeast corner. So I just didn't want to get this wet, so I haven't given it a bath. It's been 2 weeks. My replacement taillight finally came in today. That's a separate issue. I ordered it online because just this part, the dealer wanted $400 for this. And it was over $400, which is crazy. I mean, I get it. There's, like, you know, some electronics in there. There's a lot going on, but I mean, $400? That's just asinine. At any rate, I found a replacement online. It was like $113. I placed the order. It was, at this point, like 5 days goes by, so no movement on the tracking number, and, you know, I end up talking to the online customer service. I'm like, where is it? You know, I need this thing. Did you guys lose it? Like, what happened? It hasn't even been picked up by the shipper. So they have to do their own little internal investigation, which I get, but they wouldn't do anything until they investigated. And then, you know, it just seemed like they dragged their feet forever. I'm like, just mail me the light. I already paid for it. Just mail it to me. Finally, I get it. So, if you ever wanted to know what it's going to be like to replace a taillight, let's dive into this together. Forewarning, I have been in here before. Not this far, but I have taken the light out before, and you'll see. Stay tuned. There are 2 pins, not pins, but clips. There's one here, one here. Gotta take those off, and then the whole thing will want to come out. So let's get one of those little pry tools and get those pins out. Now once you get those out, you'll see that it's pretty much all wiggly. Should be able to just pull it right out. Should. It has been a little while since I've been here. Okay, easy. All right. Well, that's good. There's no damage behind everything. Now, what I've got going on back here is I have a this is a resistor, which has actually been melting. Cool. The back of the taillight. They do say that these get hot. Well, I guess that's proof. It's actually not in good shape at all. Some would say that I should just replace it while I'm back here, but given that this is so easy to take out and replace, I'll just save this for another day. As far as I know, the blinkers still work just fine. They're not hyper flashing, which is what this is supposed to solve, because I have LEDs in my brake lights rather than normal halogen or incandescent. We have a couple of these clips. Just got to take these out. That will allow the bulbs to come out, and then the whole housing will disconnect. So this one here is your brake light, this one down here is your reverse light, and this one is to power the LEDs that we were just looking at from that little like control board looking thing. So let's get to it. Easy peasy. I don't exactly know how this one works. Maybe that'll just stay where it is. So that's the blinker. No, this is the reverse light. So I got the reverse light, it lights up white, looks good. Now over here, we've got this is the brake light. And again, nothing special, but it lights up super bright and it's awesome. So gentlemen, ladies, I made a discovery. This here, there's a clip on the bottom, and it mates up just underneath the bumper. So in theory, if you're looking to replace these bulbs, you're gonna have to pull the bumper somehow. This was broken, and the other side, I had done the same thing with these LEDs on the other side, and that side must be broken as well. Interesting. Makes me wonder. I'm scratching my chin. Okay. This is the new one. See, this one, it's got the clip, and it would go somewhere under the bumper. Just for my own sake, I'm probably gonna pop this off so that I don't have to fight with it going back on. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Alright, so that was actually pretty simple to undo that piece. Where was it? I don't even know. Right here. It was right here. Pretty easy to undo that. Alright. So now need to transfer over the bulbs from the housing, from the OEM lights to the replacement lights. Just because this is new, it's fresh, might as well just reuse these. Not reuse, but use these. So, gonna swap over the bulbs. Comes with replacement bulbs, but we're gonna use the LED. Now it's possible that I could run into an issue where these aren't gonna light up first time around. So I want to, before I button everything up, I'm going to just plug everything in, make sure that things are lighting up correctly. So that's it. Did just lose a little rubber guy down here. It has just a tiny little bit of adhesive. So far it feels like it's a good fit. Alright, I'm gonna go test out the blinkers. Let me know in the comments. Is it gonna work this time around? All the lights? Let me know in the comments. Haha! That's a negative. Well, this lights up though. So, that's positive. Ouch. Yeah, this is really tough to turn. And it's actually kind of sharp too. Just lost that little rubber thing again. We'll worry about the rubber thing later. Yeah! There we go. I saw it blink. I touched the handle. Sweet. Alright. Now, am I going to have to start this thing to get it into... to get the reverse to work? Probably. Let me know in the comments, is it working? Do I have a reverse light? Because I have no idea. Alright, I just went back and watched the footage again, and we're looking good. You guys saw it before I did. So good for you guys. Props. So I'm going to stick this rubber guy back on. I'd say that's probably one of the letdowns of this aftermarket version, but I mean, it seems like it's working. Everything else seems good. Line everything up. And just press it in. Take these clips. See. I wanted to ask you guys if you guys have seen this before and if you know what the fix is. I know it's prone. A lot of these Jeeps have this issue, but look at this.
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah.
Look at that tight gap.
Well,
Would you look at that?
yeah, there's
It's so tight that it's touching.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
So, I mean,
What the heck is that?
you guys know what the fix is for that. I'm willing to experiment a little bit more. It's the whole thing is shifted to the right. The whole tailgate. I've tried, gosh, this goes back to when I bought this thing 60,000 miles ago. Thinking that maybe I needed to shim at the hinge up here. So I, with help from my father, let's see, took the plastic paneling out. That exposed a nut. So undid the nut, and I did that on both sides. That allowed the tailgate to come up. So I put a little washer underneath on this side, only this side, to see if maybe giving it a little lift was gonna help. And I mean, maybe negligible at best. So I have no idea. I don't know what worked. And then you can see I put caulking around each side so that I wouldn't have to worry about leaking. Didn't want any water to come in. And the fix, it's not leaking, but still don't have a solution for the tailgate. Anyways, let me know in the comments. I was thinking of maybe something to do with this. There's some adjustment, I believe, but I don't know to what degree. So, you know, my thought was maybe loosen those bolts and then shift this a little to the left, like 1/8 of an inch or something like that, a couple mils. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So you guys are probably wondering what it is that I did to break the taillight. Well, so I was trying to maneuver in a fairly tight parking lot. I juked when I should have jived. I looked right when I should have looked left. You're probably gonna say, oh, well, the car's got a backup camera. So when you were backing up, you probably, you know, man, you should have been looking at the camera. Well, the camera works to some extent, but I was trying to back up. There was a big, it might have been like a Ford F450 or something, big guy, and it had one of those dump beds where it's basically like a dump truck. And I was backing up, and as I was backing up, I actually bumped into, with the taillight, the flat corner bit of the dump part of the dump truck. And, oh, stopped the Jeep immediately. That thing just running into it, it just put the Jeep pretty much at a standstill. And then smash, you know, you heard the smash, and my first thought was, oh, I had my kid in the car. He just increased his vocabulary. So I went out, I picked up all those pieces. There wasn't even a spot on the truck. I mean, if anything, I made it look better by maybe rebending in one of the corners that was bent out. I mean, it had some rust on it too, so they wouldn't even have noticed. I didn't even bother to leave a note. I mean, the thing, I backed up into probably 1/4 inch steel. That thing is perfectly fine, and I'm actually thankful that it was the taillight and not the you know, the quarter panel back there, because that would have meant a trip to the body shop, and that would have been an enormous amount of money. So I guess a dirt moment of the year goes to me, and turned out to be not so bad. But at any rate, so there you have it. That's how you replace a taillight on a Grand Cherokee. If you found the video helpful, give me a thumbs up. If you also liked it, subscribe. I post stuff like this when stuff comes up. You could say I'm a little bit more reactive than proactive. I don't know. Let me know if there's other stuff that you want to see. Let me know in the comments. I'll do what I can. I also got a whole ton of comments that I got to go through and reply to you guys. I do what I can to reply right away. Channel's still fairly small. It's more my bad. I've been busy. But I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna reply. You'll see that. So thanks again, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next one.